summer jobs. Last time I had a summer job, I was 17. I was working as a basketball coach for kids. Let me tell you, them little niggas cooked me. My hair would not be like this today if it wasn't for them kids. I'm not gonna lie, before I had like a little bit of freeform locks, them niggas told me I had a mop on my shit and they told me to restart. I'm not gonna lie, that shit low-key got to me. Let's get into this video though.
Getting a summer job sounds cool until you actually have one. You think you'll be making some easy money, maybe pick up some skills, but nah. You're just getting underpaid to suffer in the heat while strangers take their bad day out on you. Let's talk about the different types of summer jobs in no particular order. They all suck in their own special way. Starting things off, we have fast food. Fast food sounds like the default summer job.
Fast food summer job? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This was me personally. But I made a pact to myself to never ever work a fast food job. Like everyone was always telling me how bad it was, how it's horrible. I don't know if you guys are work fast food jobs. You could tell me about the experience in the comment section though. But anytime I heard people talking about it, it sounded like straight slavery. On top of that, I heard y'all not getting no pay. Why would I want to subject to myself to niggas getting mad over a cheeseburger and getting paid nothing for it?
You're home from school, you need money, and hey, how bad could it be, right? Turns out, very. First off, the kitchen is basically a sauna with deep fryers. It's 100 degrees outside, but somehow 120 behind the counter. You're sweating through your uniform before you even clock in. You try to zone out, but the headset's crackling, the fryer's spitting, and you're juggling 6 orders while someone's screaming that their Diet Coke has ice in it. You clock out.
That's something I wouldn't be able to deal with. If someone dashed their drink on me, I'm not gonna lie, I might flash out at work. I'm losing my job that day. Like, no questions. I'm losing my job that day.
Covered in grease, exhausted, and too tired to enjoy the money that you made. And the worst part, you do it all again tomorrow because you thought that this would be easy. Even your days off, the smell doesn't leave. Your shoes are permanently crusty, your shirts have invisible grease stains, and you developed a trauma to the word manager. The worst part is no one respects you for it. People act like fast food workers are just lazy or dumb, but they wouldn't last 15 minutes behind the counter before crying. You're out here doing mental math, multitasking like crazy, and dodging oil splashes like it's a combat sport.
All that for minimum wage. All that and you still can't afford a crib. All that and you still can't afford to feed yourself for a week. In this economy, why would you even want to work fast food? I understand like it might help towards paying the... I'm just being ignorant.
And sure, you're making money, but by the time you Uber to work, grab a snack after your shift, and replace your third ruined shirt, you're basically breaking even. So yeah, fast food in the summer, it builds character, but it mostly just builds rage. Next up, we have the lifeguard. Lifeguarding sounds chill until you're 5 hours into a shift, it's 100 degrees out, and you haven't blinked in 45 minutes. You're posted up in a plastic chair that feels like it was forged in hell, slowly cooking like a rotisserie chicken.
Now, mind you, as a lifeguard, if you're really that nigga, you could really just pull some baddies, but come on, bro. You're scouting out. You could be like with your binoculars. You could be like, baddie o'clock. Oh, that one right there. And then if you're really that nigga, she'll come up to you, be like, oh, dude. No, I'm playing. No, that's harassment, bro. Don't harass no woman on the beach, buddy. You're gonna get your ass locked up. Lifeguard seems like some calm jump, bro. You could really just chill. Boom, boom, on your phone, take a little peek. Who's gonna press you, bruh? At the end of the day, nah, you do have to be on watch though. You have to be on conch, but you're just enjoying the sun. Like,
kids are dive bombing into the shallow end like it's a war zone. You blow the whistle, shout no running again, and they look at you like you're the problem. Every kid thinks they're invincible. Every parent thinks you're the reason their child swallowed pool water. And when something does actually happen, a nosebleed, a bee sting, or some kid panicking in 3 feet of water, suddenly it's all eyes on you, like you're about to perform CPR and win an Olympic medal for heroism. But most of the time, you're just...
Bro, I went to the beach with my family this one time, and I was watching my little brother. He was 8 at the time, and he just went to the lake, the little lake, Ontario Lake, right? That boy swimming. I see him like doing his little thing in the water. He having fun. Now mind you, he keeps veering off pretty deep, and I'm like, yo, I have to like kind of go around a couple of rocks so I can even see him. At one point, I literally look away for 1 second. I look back and I just see this kid jumping like in the water, like, Now, mind you, as a child, I would do the same thing sometimes, like just to chill, like see how like far I could go into the water and start jumping up like this. And then I was like, hold on, this little nigga is actually drowning. I had to run around the rocks, go to a cliff, jump off the cliff into the water just to save this guy. I cut my foot in the process, but I didn't even feel it. I took that nigga straight to the hospital because I just wanted to make sure there was no water in his lungs and stuff. But nah, that was crazy.
Just sitting there, baking, getting dehydrated, zoning out, and praying a cloud shows up so you can stop hallucinating for 30 seconds. Oh, and let's not forget the reapplying sunscreen every 2 hours like your life depends on it, because it does.
I'm not Caucasian, boss, but I'm pretty sure sunscreen for me, I could just apply that jump once, and I'm smooth for the time.
You signed up to guard lives, not to lose your skin to UV rays in the process. And what do you get for all that pressure? $13 an hour and a free popsicle if you're lucky. Meanwhile, you're risking sun poisoning and early onset back problems from sitting in the same stiff position all day. You reapply sunscreen every 90 minutes. You can't bring headphones. You can't zone out. You can't blink for too long without feeling like you're about to miss a disaster. It's not a job. It is a human scarecrow position with slightly more liability. Next up, we have the golf caddy. You carry the bags for dudes who treat golfing like it's a personality trait. They show up.
Now, mind you, this looks like some slavery, but when you really think about it, who are the type of niggas that go golfing? Rich niggas. But you could really network a lot of the times if you're in this position and get yourself in a better position. So when you think of golf caddying, it could just be an opportunity to step up your life. Think of it like that.
In polos that cost more than your entire outfit and immediately start trauma dumping their divorce mid-swing. You ask, what club do you want? And they answer with, let me tell you about the time I almost went pro. Cool, man, can we not do this on hole 3? They ask where you go to school, then pretend to know your major better than you do. They give you life advice you didn't ask for. Don't take life too seriously. You gotta invest early. You remind me of me when I was your age. Bro, you've been rich since birth. I'm out here sweating through my socks, carrying your clubs like a peasant in a Renaissance fair. You nod like their back in my day stories matter, all while pretending you know what a pitching wedge is. You're trying to act professional, but you're one sunburn away from quitting mid-round, and the pay, barely worth it unless you get lucky with tips. And even then, it's like pulling teeth. You just hauled 50 pounds across 18 holes in a 90-degree weather, and they hit you with a crumpled 5 and a handshake. It's not a summer job, it's unpaid emotional labor with bonus back pain.
Slavery.
But here's the thing, if you're in a rich area, this job low-key prints. Some of these guys drop tips like they're allergic to singles. You just walked around, made small talk, and now you're holding $100 in cash and a Gatorade. Sure, your back hurts and your pride's gone, but you just made in 4 hours what...
That's what I'm saying, bruh. If you're around all those rich niggas, bruh, you're bound to get some cake.
Some people make in a week flipping burgers. It's still a grind, it's still awkward, but if the zip code's bougie enough, caddying might actually be the best summer job on this list. Just prepare for mild heat stroke, upper class small talk, and hearing the phrase, you've got potential, way too many times. Next up, we have being a day camp counselor. They call it a leadership opportunity. Sounds fancy, like you're guiding the next generation or something. In reality, you're in charge of 30 chaotic kids whose only goal is to make you quit. It's day camp, so you show up early thinking, cool, I get to go home at night. Yeah, after 9 hours of absolute madness.
Now, this is basically what my junk was. The thing is, I don't think I wouldn't say I was a counselor too much. I would say more of a coach. Like, I would get these little niggas to like do jumping jacks and stuff, like run from this side to the other side, do some shooting drills, that type of thing. For me, it was only like 4 hours a day, so I'd really be chilling. The pay, it was decent, but the thing with the school board is you could low-key lie about the amount that you worked, because it wasn't actually like a punch in punch out system. It was more oh, I worked from, you literally write it down, I worked from this time to this time. You get the person to sign it. As long as they sign it, you get the bread, and sometimes you get some bonuses on top of that too. So I was like, you know what, for what it was, and I got to just play basketball all the time, why would I complain?
By 10 a.m., someone's crying, someone's bleeding, and someone's got gum stuck in their hair. You are constantly out in the sun, no shade, no break, and no patience. At least the lifeguard gets to sit still. You're constantly moving. The arts and crafts table is a war zone. You got glitter everywhere, glue on your shorts, markers in someone's mouth. You turn your back for 2 seconds, and a kid's trying to cut grass with safety scissors. You spend most of your time saying things like, get it off the table, don't put that in your mouth, where are your shoes, and no one ever has an answer. Lunch is a joke. The pay is barely above minimum wage if you're lucky. Oftentimes it's below minimum wage because a lot of these camps don't even pay you hourly. They give you a flat rate for the whole summer. So you're getting like $1,200 for 8 weeks of nonstop chaos, and they'll try to spin it like, well, you get free lunch. Cool, I'm still getting paid $4 an hour to eat a soggy turkey sandwich while preventing a game of tag from turning into a full-blown fight. You're refereeing dodgeball death matches, getting screamed at by 9-year-olds who think Uno is a contact sport, and some parent still has the audacity to complain because their kid came home with dirt on their shorts. Like, sorry, this isn't a spa, it's a summer camp. There's grass. Next up, we got the retail shift that never ends. Retail in the summer is just folding clothes that people immediately unfold. You spend 20 minutes.
Retail, bro. Retail. And I never got the summer retail. I got the seasonal retail. And the seasonal retail is straight slavery. Them niggas train you for a smooth bit. Okay, cool. Now, mind you, I was working Best Buy during these times. You know how electronic stores be? On a Black Friday? On Christmas? Nigga, I turned into a machine, wrapping and packaging boxes, running around the store. I gotta grab this junk. I gotta grab this junk. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Label, boom. I was doing like hundreds of boxes per hour. And the bullshit at that job is that niggas would walk around and they would see me slacking for a smooth maybe 1, 2 to 5 minutes. Cause like, okay, bro, I just packed 100 boxes straight. Let me take a little like break. You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing quick work. And they always come at the times where niggas have to be down. Like the niggas will take a little break, and all of a sudden they pop up talking about something. Yo, you're not doing nothing. You get written up and shit. Like, nigga, get off my ball sack. Like, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's one time where I was literally doing my job in the back. I was on FaceTime with my sis. I got written up so quickly. And that nigga lied. That nigga lied too. He was like, oh yeah, he was not like insubordination. I got called to the office. Some Persian higher up just start pressing me. Like, bitch, are you not gonna take my word at all? That nigga didn't tell me shit, bro. Nigga looked at me.
It's perfectly stacking shirts, and then some teenager walks in, pulls one from the bottom, and leaves the whole pile looking like a garage sale. Someone's always asking for a discount on something that's already 90% off. This was cheaper last week. Yeah, and gas used to be $2. The times change. You're also expected to push loyalty programs like your rent depends on it. Would you like to sign up today? No one ever does, but if you stop asking, your manager acts like you committed retail treason. The fitting room is a disaster zone. Clothes inside out, hangers on the floor, tags missing, and for some reason, always someone leaves behind one single sock, and it's not even from your store. You find iced coffee cups in the jeans, chewed gum stuck to the mannequins. The AC never works, the music plays on loop, and by hour 6 of your shift, you've memorized the entire store playlist, and you started questioning your own existence somewhere between Dua Lipa and Imagine Dragons. Next up, we have the grocery store simulator.
Now, before we get to the grocery store, I had this one coworker when I was working Best Buy, and this nigga literally would not take a break at all. I'm like, bro, do you want to chill? Like nigga, you have a mandatory 30-minute break that you could take. First off, Brody thought if he didn't take his break, I could just get more pay. That's not how it works, boss. They're gonna take that 30 minutes off regardless. If you don't take your break, that's cool on you. That nigga was like, nah, I don't even need a break for real, bro. I was like, bro, you didn't eat anything for an entire 8 hours. Bro talks to me about yeah, I don't even need to, bro. I got nons last night. I'm fired up for the day. I'm like, what type of life source, Mother Nature, coochie does this nigga have, bro? Like, giving him that much life? We can go the entire, yeah, bro, something I don't even need to eat. As long as I get some coochie, I'm good.
Inflation. This is just retail, but with more old people asking why bread isn't 50 cents anymore, and acting like you personally caused inflation. You're stuck bagging groceries for people who treat you like you're invisible until you accidentally put canned beans on top of their eggs, and suddenly you're public enemy number 1. Every conversation is either way too personal or painfully awkward. Someone's telling you about their hip surgery while you're scanning cucumbers. Another person's staring at you in silence while their card declines and pretends it's your fault. And the self-checkout machine, oh, that thing hates you. It freezes, it glitches, it calls for assistance needed every 2 items. Then customers get mad like,
bro, them self-checkout machines, bro. Everybody be stealing, bro. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. I know you've done it before.
You programmed it. You're over there scanning coupons like a speedrunner while trying not to snap in front of a 9-year-old buying Takis. And let's not forget the summer rush. People buying for cookouts, parties, family reunions. It never ends. You're lifting 12 packs of soda while sweating through your polo and then just praying someone brings you a cold Gatorade out of pity. It's a grocery store, but at the end of your shift, it feels like a psychological experiment. Good luck on all your summer jobs, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be
Good video, good video. I want to know if you guys have had any summer jobs, bro. What type of summer jobs have you had? Tell me in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, post notifications, binge watch the rest of my videos. We're gone.